Currently in stage 2 of the planning process, the core team is finalizing the possible locations for the new Greek housing, and that should be decided by the end of the summer. For BG24 News, I'm Tom Bigley. Homecoming week has been a huge success so far for students here at BGSU, and now it's finally time for the wrap-up with the big homecoming concert with 303 and Cobra Starship. As you can see behind me, they're setting up for the concert. In a matter of hours, this Stroh Center is going to be packed with students. Freddie and Frida Falcon even joined in the crowd as the audience got on their feet for the high-energy music. This even made some in attendance even bigger fans if they weren't familiar with the groups.
It was pretty wild. I didn't think it was going to be that great. They were pretty energetic. I wasn't a huge fan, but I'm definitely swayed right now. They were very, very good.
Overall, students feel like this was a great closing event for homecoming weekend. For BG24 News, I'm Tom Bigley. Suicide is still one of the leading causes of death in the United States, but prevention efforts are also on the rise. The American Foundation of Suicide Prevention and Omega Phi Alpha held the second annual Out of the Darkness Walk on Saturday. People gathered in front of University Hall to learn more about suicide awareness and mental health. The American Foundation of Suicide Prevention reports that suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the United States and the second leading cause for college students. The Out of the Darkness Walk experienced an increase in attendance this year. Some say the increase is promising because raising awareness is critical.
We're trying to reduce that stigma of people getting help, because oftentimes that's the issue, is getting them to seek help earlier on so it doesn't even ever get to a crisis point.
Members of the planning committee have personal connections to the issue, which acts as their motivation to spread awareness of a normally taboo subject.
I just want people to know that they're not alone, and there is a support system out there, and that there are people that do understand and that do want to help, and just give people the courage to stand up and get help when they need it.
Participants collected donations and walked miles around BGSU's campus. The event raised more than $4,000. All proceeds from the walk will fund research and programs for suicide prevention. With the Out of Darkness Walk continuing to grow in popularity, members of the Bowling Green community continue to learn about suicide prevention. For BG24 News, I'm Tom Bigley. After a week of schoolwork, some college students plan to visit downtown Bowling Green for an academic break on the weekend. Typically find them in large groups, but the cold temperatures have revealed the dedicated few in their pursuit to party.
We're in Bowling Green, and people are pretty dedicated on the weekends to going out, so that's why we have been able to at least maintain some type of crowd, but not the kind that we're used to. The diehard people who we're used to seeing every weekend, they're still here.
The lack of business has altered the number of sales, and businesses anticipate customers' attendance to return as the temperatures start to rise.
Once it even just gets 40 degrees, I think we'll see a huge change, which is really sad to me because it's still not warm, but compared to what we've had this winter, 40 degrees will be like springtime.
Not only has the winter conditions made walking difficult, but has brought a challenge to the roads for vehicles driving from the scene.
There have been nights when we've been at the bars and it's been snowing really hard, and I can see people, trying to drive, and it's just it definitely affects the amount of people that are trying to commute in cars to the bars.
However, there are some people that are not surprised by the harsh winter conditions.
With the temperatures being below zero and things like that, I'm sure it's down on students, but I mean, it's BG, man. You kind of get what you get.
With these sub-zero temperatures, students are still going out and going strong. For BG24 News, I'm Tom Bigley.